Remember to follow me on Instagram at savvyshay_tt. Subscribe, comment, and like.
Hello everyone and welcome. I'm Shay. The term housing includes more than just a place to live. It is a part of people's life. It includes not only what is in the house, but what surrounds the house as well. And that's why today's lesson is all about housing. Let's begin with knowing the difference between a house and a home. A house is the physical structure or building that serves as a living quarters for individuals and families, whereas the home entails the physical structure and the arrangement of furniture, as well as the ambience and the relationship among the people who live in the house. You may have heard the term public housing used before, but what is public housing? Public housing was established to provide decent and safe rental housing for eligible low-income families, the elderly, and persons with disabilities. Public housing comes in all sizes and types, from scattered single-family houses to high-rise apartments for elderly families. Housing is important for the needs of the individuals and families because of the following reasons. The main purpose of a house is to provide shelter from both the weather and the outer world. The home is also the place where basic needs are met, like sleeping, eating, and taking care of oneself. Housing is important because in selecting housing, we are looking for a place to live not only according to our needs, but also according to our activities and our values. A home meets the requirements of providing space for our physical activities. It also fulfills our psychological needs, such as our self-esteem, pride, sense of security, and sense of achievement, especially when we are able to buy or build a house. Housing provides space for the activities of living. It's the headquarters for the unit formed by family living. It provides safety and protection. It creates a feeling of relatedness to other systems. Here is a list of common types of houses that are available. There are different types of housing available worldwide, and I will discuss some of them. First, we have the cottage. And the cottage is a one-story house, ground floor only, with rooms and all the amenities for living. Next, bungalow, fun fact, means house in Hindi, a one-story house, usually low and with a wide veranda. Moving along to the townhouse. The townhouse is a self-contained two-story house attached to similar houses in a row, usually with bedrooms upstairs and living and other facilities downstairs. Duplex. A duplex is two separate, independent, cottage-like houses joined together by a single wall or by a carport. Next, we have the apartment, a self-contained unit with all conveniences on one floor. An apartment building may have several stories. Condominium. The condominium is a type of building where several apartments are joined together. Caravan. A caravan is a mobile house or house on wheels. They are sometimes used as housing for people who are on vacation, and they are complete in every detail. Prefabricated. These houses are manufactured or prefabricated and consist of building parts that has been pre-assembled. Point to note that homes can be acquired by inheriting from a family member or loved one, purchasing, special gift, or renting. There are factors that contribute to the buying, building, renting of homes, And these categories are: some considerations to bear in mind are site and location. This includes the kind of neighborhood, the size of the house, and whether or not there's a garden or a good view or type and style of the building. Site is important as it helps to determine the health and safety of the people who occupy a particular place. Neighborhood. This includes zoning of the area, whether it may be commercial or residential, and the amenities in the area such as parks, schools, health clinics. A desirable neighborhood is of particular importance if you are buying a home, as the money paid could probably be your largest investment in future living. Aspect. Aspect of a house relates to the direction it faces, its cardinal points of north, south, east or west, and hence its position in regard to wind, rain, and sunshine. Aspect also includes elevation. On the ground level, the foot of a hill, on a slope, or on top of a hill. Money available and cost. Legal and financial advice are helpful when choosing a home for rent, to build, or for purchase. Family size. The house should be big enough for the family with an adequate number of rooms for children. On the other hand, there is not much sense in buying a big house with a large carrying mortgage and other expenses if the family is small. Lifestyle is therefore a factor in the type and size of house selected. Why is housing important? Housing is important because it is a place for dealing with the outside world. It provides a sense of identity and a sense of creativity, pleasure, and beauty in the surroundings. It provides a sense of ownership, a feeling that one has achieved something in life. When developing a house, you need to be aware of some of the challenges that you may face. Some problems in housing are expense. The number of houses available is inadequate for the needs of the population. The situation is one of demand and supply. Hence the reason housing units are very high in price. Also, building lots are expensive. Shortage. There's a worldwide problem because the population is growing faster than the rate at which houses can be built. There is overcrowding, especially in most city areas where many people have to live in substandard houses. Inadequate amenities and services. Services and amenities should be planned and built simultaneously with the house so that they are ready when the occupier moves into it. The home can be properly maintained if sound management principles are applied, and these principles include planning, organizing, controlling, and evaluating. Make a plan by which you can use all available resources to achieve your goals. Make a list of resources that you can use to carry out your plan. Plan for long-term and short-term goals in housing maintenance. Compare expenses for home maintenance over different periods of time. Analyze and make choices most suitable for greatest efficiency. Thank you so very much for watching. We have come to the end of the lesson for today. Do remember that every day you learn, you grow. So keep learning and you'll keep growing. Bye for now.